So what's poppin', my babies? What's poppin', my babies? So this video is kind of long overdue. If you are not into reading, you're not a reader, you don't pick up books, this video may not be for you. So you probably want to dip out, okay? Because this is for my readers, my book lovers, people who love to take a little mental vacation somewhere else by opening up a good ass book. You know, I read. We are accompanied by some beer, some Coronas. Yes, not any Corona, but this is the Corona Premier. It's supposed to be like lower calories, even though I'm not watching my calories, girl, but my babe wanted to try it. And of course, I have my lime in there, my lime juice in there, and I also have my grenadine. I love my grenadine in my beers. If you don't know what grenadine is, it's basically like a cherry syrup. And it just makes your beer taste like cherry pop. So before we even get into this book review, let's say just cheers. I hope you guys have a cocktail, some wine, a vape, a blunt, girl, something. Baby is actually rolling them right now. I don't know if it's gonna be in time for this video, but I got my drink, sis. But for future book reviews, I really want it to be a vibe, you know? So anytime y'all see any type of book review, context clues in the title or in the thumbnail, make sure you have some wine or a beer or a blunt. Girl, like I say, if you on your hood shit, you can have your black and mild too. I just want it to be a vibe out session where we talk about books. Even if it's coffee, have your tea, girl. That's what I want it to be about. And maybe this can be so vibed out that even if you don't read and you're not into books, maybe it will get you into reading. So the book that we are going to review today is called A Stranger in the House by Shari Lapena. I don't know if it's Shari Lapena or Sherry Lapena, because you know I could rock. Listen, I don't know if it's Shari or Sherry. You know what I'm saying? But I think my sister Caucasian, so I'm gonna go with Sherry. Okay, I'll go with Sherry. But anyway, I'm sorry. I actually read, if you ever heard of the book called The Couple Next Door, that is also by her. So if you read The Couple Next Door, you would kind of be already familiar with her. So this book is about a newlywed couple, which is Karen and Tom. Now Karen and Tom is living like this picture perfect life. They're newlyweds. They live in a nice home, an amazing town. Tom is an accountant. He's successful. You know, he's making it do what it do. Karen is living her life like this fucking golden girl, until one day while Tom was at work, Karen gets this call at home while she's cooking, and she ends up leaving the house in a panic. Karen ends up getting into this bad car accident in a town that she should not be in. And you know, when they say a town she should not be in, girl, you know Karen and Tom is Caucasian, and she probably was in a town she should not be in. Okay, y'all know what that means. Y'all know what they're trying to say, okay? So while she's in the hospital, she doesn't know what happened. She doesn't know why she left the house the way she did. She does not know why she was in the neighborhood she was in and what for. But listen, the crazy part is, right around the same time that Karen leaves her house and goes to this town and gets into this accident, a murder had taken place around that same time, around that same fucking place, right? So now the police is trying to figure out if these two things connected. The fact that Karen is in this place that she shouldn't have been and gets into this car accident, and then this murder that happens in this same place inside of this like weird ass warehouse where this person also should not have been. Now the police is kind of starting to ask questions like, why was Karen in this neighborhood she shouldn't have been in? What made her leave her house so frantically? Do she really not remember everything? And how is her car accident and her being somewhere she shouldn't have been connect with this murder that also happened around the same time, around the same place, y'all? And the crazy part is her husband also have no ideas. When Karen ends up getting back home and she's trying her best to regain her memory and trying to figure out what the fuck is going on, she starts to notice that little things in her house are being moved around when supposedly no one is supposed to be there. For instance, like her perfume bottle, the top is off and gone somewhere else, or it looks like someone's been laying in their bed when the bed was made already. The genre of this book is psychological thriller, and it gives you that. When I tell you from the first page, you're gonna be glued. And it's hard for me to be glued to books, but because for me, if a book is not a page turner, I'm over it. You know, if after the first chapter it's not giving me the best it's got, then I'm fucking over it, girl. I'm over it. The book is a quick read. I literally read this book in like 3 days. I could not put it down. And you know a book is really, 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 really good when you have to throw it in your purse. Like, you have to throw it in your purse, because any moment that you have to spare just to read a page or two, you pulling it out, you reading a page or two. You know a book is good when you bring it to work. Now, mind you, I'm a bartender, so I'm moving around and, you know, things like that. You know it's good if I'm bringing a book to work behind the bar, girl, and I am flipping pages like a customer's coming in, and I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to save that spot, because as soon as I'm done ringing you up, collecting that tip, I'm about to open this back up. That's exactly how I was with this book. It was good because I didn't know where it was gonna go. And I would actually suggest this book to anybody else. Now, this is a psychological thriller mystery. So if you're into those books, I would say get this. Like, I know a lot of people love books where it's a lot of like positivity and self-meditation and lifestyle, but no, I love psychological thriller, I love mystery, I love suspense, I love drama, I love crime, real crime, I love what other books do I love? Sci-fi, but really I just anything that gets me glued from the rooter to the tutor, girl, I'm here for it. A 1 to 10, I actually would give this book like a 9. Low-key a 9 or 10. I don't want to give it too high of a score, but I'm gonna say either like a 8.5 or 9. It was really, really good. It wasn't predictable. That's what I liked about it. A lot of these books are starting to become very, very predictable towards the end. This book wasn't that predictable to me. Right when you thought you could figure something out, something else will happen where it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying, now what? Like, it was so many like twists and turns in this book. I just really enjoyed it. So now that I have read that book, I am on to a whole nother book that I'm actually almost finished with, and I will give y'all a review of this a little later. Bring Me Back by B.A. Paris. And yes, I'm actually on the last 2 chapters. I think I got 2 more chapters left and I am done with this book. But I do want to give y'all a little glimpse of what this book is about. I'm just gonna read the little thing right here so you guys can know what I'm reading. So it says, Fan and Layla are young, in love, and on vacation. Yes. They're driving along the highway when Fan decides to stop at a service station to use the bathroom. Okay. He hops out the car, locks the door behind him, and goes inside. When he returns, Layla is gone. And then they say, at least that's the story Fan told the police. That means somebody lied. 10 years later, Fan is engaged to Layla's sister, Ellen. Y'all, we gotta talk about this, because how would you feel? I mean, if you dead or missing, I guess it don't matter, but how would you feel if your husband or somebody you was deeply in love with, you go missing or you dead, and they get with your sister or your brother or something? Like, how would you feel about that? Their shared grief over what happened to Layla drew them closer together, of course, girl. Still, there's something about Ellen that Fan has never fully understood. His heart wants to believe that she is the one for him, even though a sixth sense tells him not to trust her. Then, not long before he and Ellen are to be married, Fan gets a phone call. Someone from his past has seen Layla. Bruh. This is also a psychological suspense book, and I am almost finished with this. Like I said, I have two chapters left, and then I will be coming to you guys with a review on this. I'm actually about to start a whole nother book this week. So yeah, so happy you guys was able to come by. I'm just so happy that I was able to do this book review. At first I didn't want to do the book review only because I'm like, I don't know how many people are into books, and I don't know how many people read, you know, but at the end of the day, I just feel like I should just do whatever on my channel that I love, because at the end of the day, there's always somebody who wants to see it too. And that's what took me so long to do book reviews. I'm like, who reads? Like, who wants to see me talk about books? But sometimes people want to see your vibe do certain things, you know. And I wanted to show you guys, because this is something that I do too. I read, so I wanted to share some of my little books. There's so many things I want to share with y'all that I don't think y'all will be into, like my fish tanks, and like my process of cleaning them and decorating them, and like my house plants. It's like all this little weird shit that I be wanting to show y'all, but I just be feeling like I don't know if they're into it. And I don't care if the book reviews only get 400 views, girl. As long as y'all watch them, as long as y'all go out and grab the book, as long as somebody DMing me telling me, oh, I enjoyed that video, I love that video, I got that book, I picked up that book, you was right, this book was good, that means a lot to me. Everything ain't about to be a banger. Everything ain't about to be on mukbang status. If there's any books that you think that I would enjoy, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to read them. I love books by Black authors as well, don't get me wrong. But if y'all come in my comments talking about some Zane or Coldest Winter Ever, we're gonna have to talk, okay? Every time I be talking about give me some books to read, people always want to come with Zane and Coldest Winter Ever. I'm 31, okay? I'm 31. Who hasn't read Coldest Winter Ever, first of all? Okay. Third of all, Zane came out when no, just because y'all listen to Zane now don't mean she is, alright? I need something different, and I don't want that cliche, you know, these two people living in the hood, and then you got Midnight, who's this drug dealer that saves this girl from the strip club. Like, after a while you get tired of that theme of a book. I want books that don't give me that I know what's about to happen before it happens feel, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely want to read Black books that's not that cliche, you know, drug dealer meets thotty, you know what I'm saying? I'm good, you know, and I'm down for some good sexual books, girl. I'm good for some sexual books, sis, but Zane is so like 2000, 2005, 2003, girl. We gotta do better, okay? Give me something else. But anyway, I will see y'all in the next video. I love y'all so much. YaDaBombs.com. Stay amazing. Stay so amazing. And cheers to y'all. Bye.